Your 20s are a weird time in your life. There are so many choices you have to make that sometimes it can get quite overwhelming. Should I get married now? Am I ready to have kids? Should I change jobs? Should I just quit everything and travel the world? The decisions are too much to take, and at the root of all these decisions lie money and how much of it you have in your bank. Although money can help make so many decisions in your life easier, it has always been taboo to talk about money. Especially in India, growing up in middle class families, people were often discouraged to ask parents how much money they earned. And as a result, so many of us don't know that much about money. And when we make decisions involving money, we often take decisions out of assumptions and not based on knowledge. Today, let's break all those barriers and let's talk about money without any shame or stigma attached to it. In today's video, I want to talk about the 5 things about money I wish I knew in my early 20s. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, trading your time for money doesn't make you rich. The capitalist world of today might have made you believe that the only way you can earn extra money is by working extra hours. I have seen so many of my friends get lost in this trap, and in trying to please their HRs and their managers, they always work overtime hoping that they will get money. But while you might be earning money, you are also losing a lot of things, including good health. The sooner you realize that this is a trap, the better off you will be. Sure, working hard can give you money, but there are also ways in which you can work smart and make extra money. How? We are going to decide that at the later part of this video, so make sure you watch until the end. Number 2, jobs are equally risky as being self-employed. If you don't know this, the stats might shock you. In the first quarter of 2022, 11.2 crore people from all over the world lost jobs. That's 11.2 crore people who ended up being unemployed. These people might have been the same as you and me who thought that being self-employed is dangerous and having a job is the best option and the safest bet. But in today's time, everything is so uncertain, especially after the pandemic, that it's no longer a wise decision to rely on your job for all your income and to think that you will never lose your job. To make yourself recession-proof and to make yourself anti-fragile, it is very important to understand that jobs are not reliable and you cannot get attached to them. Sure, if you have a job, I'm not saying you have to leave it and start a business or anything like that. No. But always be prepared that you might lose it at any moment. And it's always best to save up for the future and make better decisions today so you don't have to regret later on if, in the worst case scenario, you end up losing your job. Number 3, invest, don't trade. See, the stock market and the mutual funds, these are all very big terms, and most of us might be afraid of hearing these terms. In my early 20s, I had absolutely no knowledge of what it meant to buy stocks or what it meant to invest in mutual funds. And I was so scared of learning about these topics that I just blindly followed what I saw were the trends in the market. So if some stock was going down, I used to sell it so I don't lose more money. And if something was going up, I used to just buy it in the hope that it will even rise higher and make me even richer. But the truth is, if you are not 100% aware of how the stock market works and how some particular stocks perform, then it's better that you don't trade but you invest. In other words, buy the stocks of those companies that you know will exist in the next 10 years as well. And then when you invest your money in those stocks, just let your money be. Do not get panicked by how volatile the market is, and do not buy in every dip or do not sell in every peak. Instead, keep your money there, think of it as a long-term investment, and trust me, 10 years down the line, you will thank yourself for this decision. Number 4, the best way to save is to spend less. Your 20s are filled with so many unnecessary spendings. I'm not saying that you need to give up all your worldly pleasures and live a life of monkhood, but If you look at the ways you spend money every month, I'm sure you'll find so many things that you can actually avoid. And every penny you save is equivalent to earning something extra because you're not spending it. So try and save as much as you can. For this purpose, I use a monthly income tracker. It's a simple Excel sheet that I have made, and I can share the link with you. You'll find it in the description of this video. So all you have to do is every time you spend something, just make a note of it on the Excel sheet. And at the end of the month, you'll get a very good idea of where your money is spent. And based on that, you can decide which of these spending buckets you can completely remove to save more money. There are several apps that also help in tracking expenses. One of them is called Walnut, which I used to use, but I found it very difficult to keep track, so I shifted to the more simpler form of the Excel sheet. And the fifth money lesson that I wish I knew when I was in my early 20s was the importance of building scalable income. Scalable income basically is something that you build only once, but you sell multiple times. This can be something as simple as an ebook. You write the ebook once, and every time you sell it, you get more money. Or it can be something like a digital product. On this channel, we have talked about how you can build and sell your digital product to your first 1000 paying subscribers. So you can find the video linked right here. So make sure you watch it and don't miss it. Some other ways of building scalable income are launching a newsletter, or launching a video course, or launching a paid podcast. There are so many things you can do, and there are so many ways you can actually earn extra money. All you need to do is think out of the box and utilize the internet. It's 2022. We are no longer bound by the restrictions of less knowledge. Everyone has a phone, and we all have access to as much knowledge as we need immediately. So make sure you utilize this to the best of its power. Summing up, here are the 5 secrets about money I wish I knew in my early 20s. Number 1, trading your time for money doesn't make you rich. Number 2, jobs are equally as risky as being self-employed. Number 3, invest your money, don't day trade, especially if you don't know 100% about how the stock market works. Number 4, the best way to save money is to spend less. And number 5, try and build as many sources of scalable income as you can. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching it until here. If you found it useful, don't forget to share it with a friend who might enjoy it as well. And if you like this, please do subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future content like this. I'll be back again soon with another new video. Until then, stay awesome and keep smiling. Cheers!